Hi, this is Lila and Scruffy, and welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be making for Bake Day a cinnamon walnut coffee cake. Nothing new, nothing special, just your typical coffee cake. The first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, and then you're going to need to grease a 10-inch tube pan. I'm going to show you the tube pan in case you don't know what it looks like. There's tube pans and there's bundt pans. This is a 10-inch tube pan that I will be using to make my cake. Excuse me. Now the first thing you want to do first is prepare your topping for the coffee cake. In this bowl here I have, for the topping, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 3/4 cup of chopped walnuts. If you don't have chopped walnuts, you can cut them up yourself or chop them up yourself, or you can use pecans if you don't care for walnuts, or leave the nuts out completely if you're allergic to them. That's up to you. I did add extra walnuts because we love walnuts. So that's what you do, and you just put that to the side. For your dry ingredients, I already went ahead and put in here in my bowl 3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons soda and baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I mixed it with a whisk till well combined, as you can see here. Okay, so we have those 3 things done. And now I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera and set up for the next step. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went to the mixer and I mixed together my 3/4 cup of butter. It didn't specify whether to use salted or unsalted. I used salted, and 1.25 cups of white sugar, and you beat till well fluffy like so. Now that's the only time you're going to need your mixer. From here on, you're going to do everything by hand. So what I'm going to be adding next to my fluffy mixture here is I'm going to be alternating with the dry ingredients and 1.5 cups of plain Greek yogurt. Get the best Greek yogurt you can find. It's worth it to pay a little bit more money. I'm using the Chobani brand. So that's 1.5 cups of yogurt. That's what's going to give this coffee cake moisture. And 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla. Always try to use pure vanilla. It makes all the difference in the taste. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to alternate with my flour mixture and my yogurt and the vanilla by hand with a wooden spoon. I'm going to be using this kind of a spoon, and then I'll come back. Also, make sure your wooden spoon doesn't smell like onion or garlic or food. I don't know, that's the only thing I don't like about wooden spoons, so I try to keep these separate for baking so they don't intertwine with my baking spoons. Okay, so let me do that part and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back, and here is the completed mixture. I went ahead and alternated with the dry ingredients, the plain Greek yogurt, and the vanilla, and this is what it looks like. Now, I will say this, for those of you that have carpal tunnel, arthritis, or dexterity problems with your hands, the dough will get harder each time you add the dry ingredients. So if you have a problem with stirring, you might want to have somebody stir it for you. I don't know why this part couldn't be done in the mixer, but I went ahead and did what the instructions said, and it said to do this by hand. So the next step is now I'm going to prepare my pan with half the batter, and I will bring you right back in assembling this cinnamon walnut coffee cake. Okay, here is my 10-inch greased tube pan with half of the cake batter on the bottom and the filling, the crumble filling in the middle there. And now I'm going to put the rest of the batter on top, and I'll show you that one more time. Okay, here is my completed cake, and I put the rest of the cake batter on top and then sprinkled it with the remaining topping. I am now going to put this into a 350-degree oven, and it will bake for 60 to 65 minutes. I will start checking mine after 45 minutes because, as I always say, all ovens are calibrated different and set up different, and yours might take sooner or less time for yours to bake. So you want to make sure you check it and it doesn't burn. I learned through experience that when you can start smelling the cake or whatever it is you're baking start to fill up the house, then you know it's almost ready or is done. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the oven, and when I'm done taking it out and letting it cool, I'll let you see it. So please come back. Okay, here is my cinnamon walnut coffee cake. I told you about checking your ovens on the baking time. It said here it would take 60 to 65 minutes to bake. Well, it took my oven only 45 minutes, and it is done. And here it is on my Lazy Susan. Here is the inside of what the cake looks like. Let me tilt it up there. And the house smelled amazing. It smelled like cinnamon. Just a couple of tips. If you don't have Greek yogurt in your refrigerator, feel free to use full-fat sour cream in the place of the Greek yogurt. And also, if you don't like walnuts, you can use pecans, or if you don't like any nuts at all, just leave them out. But it's really not a coffee cake without the walnuts or some kind of nuts in there. So, and also the third tip is on the baking time. Like I said, I checked my cake after 45 minutes and it was done. Now let me move this over so I can show you a piece that I cut right here. Whoops. Okay, that wasn't very smart. Okay, and here it is. I have it standing up, okay, just for looks, okay, but this is how it looks. One slice. Look at the filling inside. It's a beautiful looking cake, coffee cake. Okay, let me turn it over on its side so I can show you better. Okay, there you go. There's a better shot of it. So this is the top of the cake. Okay, and here's the filling inside, the bottom, and the back. It's a beautiful golden brown. So let me go ahead and let me press with a fork in here. It seems very spongy, very moist. So let me go ahead and take a bite for you, because I'm curious too to see how this is going to taste. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I'm making a mess. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It's good. Really good. It's very moist. Oh my gosh, that was it right there. This is the best part right here, the topping. And the batter, the cake is very like a typical yellow cake mix. But this is not a cake mix. This is hand, homemade cake. This is delicious. Excellent with coffee, tea, or milk. Beautiful cake. So anyway, this is Lila and Scruffy saying thank you for watching our bake day video today. If you like this recipe or are interested in the recipe, you can find this cake on Pinterest. I am not getting any credit for this. This is not my recipe. Just type in cinnamon walnut coffee cake and you'll find it. Or you can go to my Pinterest page and it's under my board sweets. So this is Lila and Scruffy saying thank you so much for watching our video today on Bake Day and sending Callie love. Bye-bye.